So here we are on the Pristine target. So this is I'm kind of going through these in order of discovery or whatever you want to call it. And so we made the discovery at Big Vein, then the Golden Glove, and the Pristine target was based on following up pristine gold grains in till, hence the name Pristine. And so we've drilled a bunch of holes there now, and we've had results from 6, and all 6 of those holes intersected gold mineralization, which was pretty amazing, considering that we were actually targeting up ice from till samples that we took, and there's no outcrop, and we were just drilling blind basically, and yet we got some pretty good values. People, because we're in this area, people would look at 3.5 grams or 3.8 grams as not being very good. But I think for the first holes into a blind target to hit any gold over any significant width is pretty good. And as you may remember from the news release, we named this the Doyle Zone after our supporter James Doyle, and I'm very hopeful that we're going to see a lot more out of the Doyle Zone in terms of the stratigraphy and the structure. It's very, very similar to what we see at Big Vein. We have the sandstones and the siltstones, those coarser grained sedimentary rocks that I was talking about earlier. We have a major fault zone. This fault zone is huge. It's about 30 meters wide, and we know that the Appleton fault zone comes very nearby here, or at least our interpretation of it. And this could be it. We're not entirely sure, and I don't want to commit to this being the Appleton fault zone, but it is a major fault. Like I say, it's about 30 meters wide. And then below that, you get into this graphitic black shale that we see at Big Vein. And in fact, most of the gold occurrences in central Newfoundland have these black shales associated with them. So no surprise to see that there.
So Roger, from the initial holes that you drilled at this target and generally the Doyle Zone, are they changing your approach for future drilling? Did something surprise you? Did you learn a little bit more to change the program, or is it still within intact what you had planned?
Yeah, well, I think maybe the next slide will answer that a little bit.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, here we go. So these are major structures in red, and the blue are quartz veins, and the purple colors are where we have quartz veins intersecting one another. And you can see that there's a lot going on right up here, and a lot of quartz veins intersecting. And perhaps it's no surprise that this little yellow dot here is where we saw the visible gold. So we're still trying to understand the structure in this area. It's incredibly complicated, and but I think it's intersecting structures, intersecting veins, and following those intersections down plunge is where you're going to get the best bang for your buck when following these things up.